got another video for you guys today. If you do enjoy the video, then please like and subscribe, but it is totally optional. But if you do, thank you. I'm gonna quit yapping so we can get back to the video. Thanks. So today's story time is gonna be about how me and my friend almost burnt down my house. So let's call my friend Bob, and this story is gonna take place during the summer of 2021. And if you guys did not know, when you put fire and Lysol together, it basically creates a flamethrower. But that's just some insight. So when me and my friend realized this, we start catching this wooden sword on fire, and then we have this fire sword fight. It was pretty sick. Both swords were flaming, and it was basically like fucking My Hero Academia meets Demon Slayer. It was pretty sick. But now that I think of it, we were probably inhaling all kinds of fumes that are probably not fantastic for our lungs. But that's beside the point. So incidentally, we run out of all the Lysol that we had at the house. So us being the dumb teenagers that we are, we decide that we're gonna go to the store and scrounge together the little money that we had to buy some more Lysol. But it just so happens that 2 teenage kids buying 10 cans of Lysol is not very common. So as any reasonable adult would, the store clerk asks us why we need the Lysol. And I feel like that is a fair question, so me and my friends say that our mom wanted us to buy it. And thinking back on it now, that was not believable at all. At all. But her job is not to interrogate us, so she gives us the Lysol, and we're on our way back home. But when we get home is when stuff really starts to get lit. Literally starts to get lit. So me and Bob are in my garage now, and everything was fine until we tried to make my friend into Ghost Rider by strapping a flaming can of Lysol to Bob's bike and lighting on fire. So, how we did this was we put a little hole in it, and we lit it on fire, and then we strapped it to Bob's bike. And as the can was decompressing, the fire literally shot out of the can. It looked pretty cool until you realize that rubber has a really low melting temperature. So now Bob's tire is all lopsided and looks goofier than a Down syndrome kid, but we decide it's cool to keep going. So then we start making a plan on how to make a rocket. And we come up with the idea to use a knife and poke a hole in the Lysol can and light it. So as Bob pokes a hole in it, I'm leaning over it, holding a lit lighter. So he pokes a hole in it and I light it. And we put it on the ground expecting a SpaceX rendition, but no, we see it start to blow up like a bubble, and we say, oh fuck, in sync. Literally, it was straight out of a movie. And we sprint down my driveway, but once we get to the end of the driveway, we both turn around, and we just see this Lysol can blow up, and it sends flaming Lysol all over my garage, and it caught a little part of the drywall on fire, but if it wouldn't get put out, it would have gone way worse, I promise you. So as we got down there, half the wall's already on fire. So me and Bob take the bucket that we had laying there, and we just splash the wall with a shit ton of water. And now the wall's wet, so we have to dry it. So we go get this hair dryer, and we start drying it off, but that just makes it worse because now the wall's all soggy. So we're just gonna leave it and see what happens. So we leave it, and everything turned out fine. My mom got home, and she didn't notice, and me and Bob were freaking the fuck out, being like, oh, what if she finds out? What if she finds out? What would happen? What would happen? Are we gonna go to the jail? And so we were freaking out, but nothing ended up happening. And now that I look back on it, we actually got pretty lucky that nothing else caught on fire. But if you're going to take a moral of the story out of this, it'd just be think things out, don't do stupid things. And if you are going to do stupid things, make sure you know what you're doing before you do them. About how me and Bob almost burnt my house down. If you did like the video, of course it is also up to you though. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Peace.